So I've just bought this new bucket hat. I thought it was actually pretty cute. I thought, I suit bucket hats. And Mike got a nice new hat as well.
I'm a fucking scarecrow. So it's just past 7 a.m. and pretty exciting. We've been invited to have breakfast at our friend Chris's house.
You guys might know him. He's been in a couple things.
Yeah, you might recognize him when we get in there.
Some people call him Chris Hemsworth.
Thor, also. But he's not opening the gate.
Yeah.
Pretty unimpressive gate, also.
Just sat at the end of his driveway, which is like a mile long.
Mm-hmm. Here's his
mailbox.
Boom. What up, Chrissy? Not very striking. Not very Thor-ish. Now he's not answering my texts.
Yeah, it's kind of rude, Chris.
Or my Grindr messages. Just kind of don't really know what to do. When you see this, we were here, mate.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll just have to catch up another time. Awesome!
Okay, week 7. We've not filmed much, but on Tuesday we mooched around some very niche, very hipster, very expensive stores. Apparently it's where all the celebs shop. And then when we walked back to our van, we took a shortcut through some forest area, and I'm pretty sure we walked through like a cult and nearly died. No, I'm kidding, it wasn't that bad, but like, it was just a homeless guy that had set up a living area in the forest, and he'd hung all these like weird creepy decorations all over the trees. And he was just stood there staring at us like he might murder us. And he was like filthy, and his dog was like rabid and like barking and running at us, and yeah, it was a little creepy. So yeah, and then the day after that we just had a down day. It was kind of rainy, so. And then yesterday we went to a really pretty waterfall, and what else did we do yesterday? Oh, and we went to Ninbin, which is like the hippie central of Australia. We felt like we'd gone back in time to the 70s, just being there for a couple of hours. It was really cool. There were some quirky little shops and lots of interesting people to talk to. And this morning we went to a really nice beach. We're just making some breakfast, and then we will go to beach number 2, and then we will be driving into Queensland, which is our final state of this road trip.
Woke up this morning to try and capture the sunrise over this waterfall. It's supposed to be a beautiful shot. When we got there, the angle was a little bit off, and I had to kind of scamper down this really slippery waterfall that just like flew off a cliff to get the shot. So I figured, you know what? Let's fly the drone instead. Now the drone decided to go all haywire and kamikazed itself into the river. So I had to hop the fence and scamper down into the waterfall to save the drone, which is here and wet. Anyways, come back to the van to drop off my soaking wet drone. Decided to make some breakfast, and then lost the van key.
We've just spent about 40 minutes looking for it.
At least, yeah.
Emptied the entire van out, turned the whole thing upside down. We were looking in places which we never even go.
It fell behind this table into the little bits in there, little folds. And it's only 9 a.m.? Cool, let's see what else we can fuck up today.
well. We had a very bad morning, but we've just gone for a really nice walk through the rainforest to a really pretty waterfall, and we're feeling positive, feeling better about the day. So we thought we would do that Q&A that we said we would do a couple of weeks ago. Without further ado,
Questions and answers.
let's go. We'll start on a funny note. Your friend
Patty, thanks for this one, brother.
how do you deal with Mike's nasty farts in the van?
Ew.
Honestly, he's not as bad as he used to be. Next one is, what's your favourite meal to cook in the van?
Van
Honestly,
cakes is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wasn't thinking about breakfast.
Quick and easy. Oh, well then, breakfast fry-up.
Yeah, for sure. Our fry-ups have been so nice. In terms of dinner, we don't really...
Want to cook.
Yeah, it's so hot. We just keep making a lot of salads. Next question. So multiple questions.
Okay.
What would be your advice for a couple who've never campervanned before but have been talking about it for ages? Where do you start when planning a long trip, and what do you guys suggest for work whilst you're out travelling? For us, when we did New Zealand, I pretty much just worked my way up the map of New Zealand, and that's what you've done this time around for Australia. To when we're like starting to plan, we'll go up the map, we'll look at places of interest, and we'll go on like blogs of people who have done the same thing and written all the best things that they got up to, and we'll just compile it all into a list or save it all to our Maps app. But it's also, in the same vein, nice to just do things a bit more spontaneously and not have like a fixed itinerary.
Like your best days are typically the ones that you don't plan at all, but you do need to have some sort of a structure around it and an aim each morning.
But there's so much information available if you just spend a few hours on the internet or watching
good.
Videos.
There's other people that have like crappy little vlogs like this one.
In terms of work while travelling, we don't really. We just work a lot before we take trips like this and save up a ton. Obviously, if you can work remotely, then that's awesome and you can just do it from the road, but just consider a lot of the time you may not have phone service or power.
Because we like straight freedom camp, so we don't use paid sites or powered sites. So all of our power comes from the engine and batteries. So it would be hard to commit to work schedule, I guess. Yeah. Because it's very, it fluctuates. Yeah.
And then in terms of a couple who've never campervan before but have been talking about it for ages, it's not really for everyone, but...
If you guys have survived lockdown together, then you guys should be fine.
That's true. And you don't have to do such a long trip like we're doing. You could just do 2 weeks and just get the feel for it. I hope that helped a little bit. Yeah. Last question, I believe, is Emily asking if there is room in the van for her when she escapes the UK. And yes, there is. Yeah. Mike can go up there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that can be his new little bed. You and I can cuddle on the big double bed. So, yeah, I hope that was interesting. Hope that answered some questions for you.
Yes.
On with the vid.
Ew.
After frolicking around in the waves yesterday or the day before, my ears decided to take some of the ocean home with me. The pressure inside my earballs right now is unbelievable.
So we have spent all day just mooching around and exploring the Surfers Paradise area of the Gold Coast, which has been really cool. It's one of the places we've thought about settling to live for a while, so it's been nice to see it. We went to the top of the Sky Tower thing to see the views over the whole area. It's very pretty. There's like river systems that intertwine with all of the residential streets, so pretty much everybody just has a bit of the river just behind their backyard, which is pretty cool. And we wandered up and down the beachfront, and we got sushi for lunch, and Mike got a fish foot pedicure thing where they eat all the dead skin off your feet.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be this is terrible.
And yeah, we just kind of explored the town, went to the high street and reached around the shops and stuff. Now Mike is just trying to get us some sweet discounts for the packages that we want to book onto for Fraser Island.
And I'm going to get it.
Yeah, that's it. Today we have come to the Warner Brothers Movie World theme park, and I'm super excited because I think I came here when I was 8 years old, and I think it has my favourite Scooby-Doo ride. So fingers crossed it's the right one.
Roller coasters!
You excited?
Woohoo!
Download the free app. Then sign up to create your account.
Okay, it was the same ride that I remember from when I was 8 years old, and it was just as good now as it was when I was little. Wasn't it good?
It was great.
Victorious. Okay. So we may have just gone on the Scooby-Doo ride a second time. Maybe.
It's too good.
It's so good.
Let's go round 3.
Yeah, we should. It's so good. It's so much fun. Basically, loads of the rides here are shut today, which kind of sucks. But
Service and maintenance.
yeah, but one of the customer service gals, Sue, our gal,
Sue, you legend.
absolute legend, she sorted us out with free tickets to return and also a fast pass on the biggest ride here, so we're going to go on that one now. Thanks, Sue.
Love you, Sue.
How are you feeling?
Jiggly?
My legs are jelly.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest ride I've ever been on.
That was fast, man. They're not joking around when they call it a hypercoaster.
Yeah, they call it a hypercoaster because it's more than 200
Too tight.
feet high. It's so fast. I didn't even realise there were upside down bits until I was inside them.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. That was a big,
That was so much fun!
quite a situation.
Okay, we have driven to Brisbane and we've just had some dinner, and I was just going to say thanks for watching before I remembered we have not done Mike's accent of the week,
Yep.
and we
The
can't
most
go
important
without. Yeah.
thing of each video.
Okay, this week we're going European, we're going for Swiss.
Okay. They have like a he can do, like,
Do it again?
He can do, it's like all up and down.
That's exactly how they speak.
Welcome to the Toblerone factory, yeah. This is from Switzerland, yeah. Welcome to Switzerland. Welcome. We have the Toblerone factory, and it's the Alps are very nice. Borat.
Yeah, there he is.
Fuck.
Alright, well, that brings this week's video to an end, so thank you for
I did my
watching.
best.
Mike did his best, as he does every week. Tries
Always.
so hard for you guys.
Yep.
And
That Oscar nomination is coming up.
yeah,
I know it.
soon. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Ciao for now.